Welcome to your new resource to support getting the best out of WellComm. Our aim is to provide focused support in small chunks that you can access as and when convenient. Each section is self-contained and follows on from the previous section. Some sections you may want to access before carrying out the WellComm screen, and others when you have completed it to check or confirm your results. We'll send notifications through as we add additional materials over time. These resources will always be here, so you can renew and refresh your understanding as and when you need to. WellComm is a screening tool which consists of a handbook, score sheets you can photocopy, and a profile form for recording group results. The little book of score sheets and rules tells you what equipment you need and how to phrase questions and carry out the screen. The Big Book of Ideas provides lots of activities to help develop the children's language. Also included is a CD featuring electronic versions of the handbook and the scoring sheets, and the supporting language at home video clips to help parents understand how they can better support their child's language development. The aims of the WellComm Toolkit are to help you screen a child's language by putting together a profile of their skills and identify those children who may be at risk of having difficulties with learning language. To give you a way of intervening immediately by using the activities in the Big Book of Ideas. These can be used with children at all levels and are designed to be carried out in a variety of settings. The WellComm Report Wizard is an online tool that allows both large and small organisations to monitor and evaluate the progress made by both children and groups. Once children have been screened, their results can be entered via a secure platform. A variety of reports are then available, including individual, setting, cluster and local authority reports. To support practitioners in narrowing the gap between those children from disadvantaged backgrounds and their peers. As we know, working with parents is the best way to support children's development, and WellComm actively encourages parental partnership, both throughout the screening process and through the user-friendly interventions in the Big Book of Ideas. The WellComm screening tool can be used with children from 6 months to 6 years. The toolkit includes 9 score sheets based on the different age ranges. The score sheets are colour-coded to help practitioners match up all the different parts of the toolkit. The activities can also be photocopied so you can share them with parents. Each section takes about 5 minutes to carry out with each child, as there are only 10 items to complete for each age range. Most sections involve observing the child, talking with parents and direct testing. 5 questions ask about what a child understands and 5 of them relate to what the child says. You can therefore find out about the child's comprehension and expressive language. In summary, WellComm supports early intervention with the long-term benefits of being able to identify and work with children that need extra support at the earliest possible stage. WellComm allows you to measure the impact of the interventions you put in place and see very clearly the progress the child makes. WellComm can also help you decide if a child needs additional support from outside agencies. Staff can start working on the child's language skills whilst they wait for a referral, or in some cases, some targeted support for 2 to 3 months means the child may not need a referral at all. WellComm is an early years screening tool which was developed by the speech and language therapy team in Sandwell. The team realised that early years practitioners would benefit from having a resource that would help them monitor the speech and language skills of their own children. All the items were carefully selected, so there is a clear developmental progression through the sections. A small pilot study was carried out by therapists and early years practitioners to see how the tool worked in practice. Changes were then made to ensure that the tool was practical and easy to use. Following this, a large-scale study screening 7,000 children took place. A critical aspect of the design and development was assessing the tool's validity and reliability. For example, the reliability was tested by making sure therapists and practitioners screening the children got the same results. Content validity looks at whether the test is fit for purpose. If a child is screened using WellComm and the screening procedures are carried out accurately, then you can confidently comment on the development of the child's language. Concurrent validity was also tested. The children in the study were assessed using the Raynell Developmental Language Scales 3 in order to compare their scores, and a positive correlation was found. Being able to understand and use language is one of the foundation skills needed for successful learning. Children who have not acquired the skills needed are at risk of falling behind their peers and not reaching their potential. In the early years foundation stage framework, speech, language and communication is one of the 3 prime areas of learning, and if a child's progress is causing concern, WellComm can help by providing strategies to support their progress. WellComm gives you a way of establishing a baseline for all children and tracking their progress regardless of their ability. The revised SEN Code of Practice came into effect in September 2014. The main change is the fact that teachers will now be more accountable for the progress of all pupils, including those with special educational needs. Under the new code, School Action and School Action Plus have been replaced by a single school-based category for children who need extra specialist support, such as speech and language support. Teachers need to set out interventions and expected outcomes for these pupils, making sure that every pupil makes progress and reviews them on a termly basis with parents.